All right. So that sounds good. That looks good. Just waiting for the YouTube preview here to pop up. Cool. That looks good. I think we're good to go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. It is time for the Deadpool spring cleaning event. Whatever that's going to be. I have no idea. It literally just happened. We're going to be finding out together. And I'm going to be looking it over, comparing it to some of the other bigger events, and kind of my 2 cents of whatever it winds up being. I want to preface all this by saying that please, please, please do not feel pressured to spend money in this game. If you're in a position to spend money in the game, these are usually a good opportunity to do so. But again, please don't feel like you're obligated to. That having been said, hey there, hi there, everybody. Let's dive straight in. So, got free doubloons for a limited time. Got that. What's up, Soldier X? Want everything, you can't, so... Oh, okay. So you can't get everything, so that's interesting. Because you gotta budget the doubloons. So the units give units and doubloons and pools gold crystals. So we get a 1-star Deadpool. Boy, that's gonna come in handy. Since Deadpool is a generous merc and a straight-up thief in this case, he has attached some doubloons to this message to get started. So tap below to get the 15k. Remember, doubloons aren't yours to keep. They're going to get converted to gold later on. So, cool. Go ahead and claim that. Get doubloons when buying units. So you get... And that's just going to say what it is, so that's cool. This is just a generic arena win spit. Nice. So let's dive in. So Summoner Sigil, I still got like 35 days left on mine, and it's offering it already. That's amazing. So you get a 1-star Deadpool for the $5 plus a Pool's Gold Crystal. Let's see what the... Okay, so that's bringing back Gold Pool for a 0.1% chance. The loot bag, you get 2,200, couple crystals, a Deadpool. So it's just variations of how many different doubloons you get. Okay. Interesting. And then from there, there's a separate spring cleaning tab. So, oh, so it's a bunch of stuff. So you can just buy gold straight up, which I don't know why you would want to. Oh well. Okay, so you can get a 5-star Awakening Gem and a third of a Tier 5 Basic. You can get a 5-star Nexus and a quarter of a 6-star. You can get 10% of a Tier 5 class with 13,500 Tier 5 Basic. You can get 7 6-star Sig crystals plus a fifth of a 6-star. I mean, it's nice that they're finally offering Sig stones again, but I get 5-star Sigs and Tier 2, Tier 5 and 6 stars, Tier 4 class selector, Tier 2 alpha, 6-star shards, Tier 4 basic, and the last one is Tier 5 class and 5-star hero crystals. Okay, so that's that. Doesn't look like there's a specialized gold pool crystal that you can get otherwise. Yeah, okay, so then the only way to get the gold pool crystals for the chance at gold pool are in the actual unit bundles. So you can get limit 3, limit 3, limit 3, limit 3, limit 5. Okay. So let's check something up here. All right, so you get, what is it, 337,500. You can get that a maximum of 3 times for 1,012,000 plus, what is it, 450,000 for, and I'm just checking out what the maximum amount of stuff is that you can get. So you can get 75,000 3 times. Then going down here, you can get 3 sets of 22,000. And for the base $5 bit. So that's nice. Either way, you can get yourself a glorious 1-star Deadpool. And then 5 of these, so. So a grand total of 1,792,000. Okay, so what does 1,792,000 doubloons get you? I suppose plus the 15,000 that we got by logging it. So 1.8 million. Oh. So that can actually get you a lot if you get everything. Granted, if you get everything. You can get a generic 5-star Awakening Stone, which is useful. You can get a 5-star Nexus, which is useful, and shards. You can get 2 bits of tier 5, 10% tier 5 class catalyst, which I think, for me personally, I think is the most exciting. You can get that twice, so that's 2 10% and what is it, basically half of a tier 5 class. And this one is pretty exciting too, 7 6-star Sig Stones, which I'm assuming are just +1s, but it doesn't really say, so who knows. You can get 5 of those, which is nice, so you can get yourself a full 6-star Hero Crystal out that way. Yeah. So let's just see. So again, with the freebies that you get for just logging in, 1 gold is worth 1 doubloon. Dark Eye. So again, to recap, we get 1.8 million for if you buy literally everything, including the 15,000 from logging in. So from that, just say you buy the top options, which is 675,000. You can get 2 of the Nexus, which is okay. So if you were to buy all of them, you can get the top bundle. You can get bundle 9, both bundle 8s, both bundle 7s, and 2 bundle 6s. But the nice thing about this is that you can mix and match. So it really just depends on whatever it is that you need for your roster at this point. And again, this is all just assuming that you're okay getting the unit bundles in the first place. We got 15,000 freebies, so you can get 2 of bundle 1, you can get 2 of bundle 2. So you can get some tier 5 basic, you can get some 5 stars, or you can get some 6 stars and some tier 4 basic. So that's all good and nice. there isn't really anything that says where Platinum Pool comes in. We know he's going to be a thing just based on unofficial leaks. Am I going to go for the Nexus? Possibly. It's not my top option. For me personally, I really like the 6-star SIGs along with the 6-star shards, and I'm a fan of the tier 5 class with the tier 5 basic. I've got a lot of guys to rank up, and those would go the farthest for me. Plus, I still have my 5-star generic awakening from, was it Cyber Weekend? So I think overall that's really nice. I don't think, my first impression is that it's not as shiny as the Cyber Weekend one. So just to recap for the Cyber Weekend, the Odin's Vault, you got 10% tier 5 class, you got a 5-star Nexus, you got 5,000 6-star shards, and a fully formed tier 5 basic. You get that 3 times. For the Black Panther's treasure, you could get 3,000 6-star shards, a third of a tier 5 basic, 3 full tier 2 alphas, and some SIG stones. So I do think the Cyber Weekend offers were a little bit better overall. But that having been said, I very, very much appreciate the fact that this gives you much more choice as to what you want to get. So it's a little something for everybody depending on where you're at in the game. So here's my recommendation. If you're an end game player, you've already finished all of Act 6, you've already finished all of Abyss, your best bet are probably going to be Bundles 6 or Bundle 7. So you get the 6 stones and 6-star shards, and you get the tier 5 class and some tier 5 basic. I think that'll go the farthest. Getting a third of a tier 5 basic here is nice, but overall, I think 6 and 7 is where you want to be at. Hey, Paxter, how you doing? And AC, how you doing, buddy? Nice to catch you here in the morning time. Morning for me, I guess afternoon for you. If you're still looking to get champions, so you've got some really good 5-star champs, but there's still some more that you need to get, right? I would definitely recommend Bundle 8. That way you get the 2 5-star Nexuses, so you've got better odds of who you want to pick. Plus the 6-star shard, so that's half of a 6-star if you get both of them, which is also very nice. Bundle 9 by and far is the most lucrative, just because it costs the most doubloons. So if you've got a champ that you really like that you just haven't been able to awaken, this is probably the best bet for you because it's a generic awakening, which is amazing. And it probably would help you out the most immediately. Question is, how do you get the doubloons? The doubloons are in the unit store, and they're tied to different unit bundles. So each of the different tiers allots you a different number of doubloons. You also get a Pool's Gold Crystal, which is a repeat crystal from before. So you've got a 10% chance to get a gold pool, and then otherwise it's just gold. And every bundle comes with a 1-star Deadpool, which I'm hoping factors in somewhere, somehow down the way. It's a champ that nobody has yet. That having been said, I mean, it might help you out a little bit for the end of Variant 4, since it's a 1-star, but otherwise, best I guess you could say is just a trophy champ. Are there different offers for different story progressions? Yes. They were saying that based on where you are in the game, the offers are going to be different. I'm not able to check on my game here what exactly that means. My guess is that it just means that different bundles are unlocked. So I'm going to say that if you're a brand new player, you might only have access to bundles 1 and bundle 2. Or if you aren't collected yet, you might be able to get up to bundle 4 or 5. and then maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 for uncollected on up. That's my guess. Like I said, I'm not able to check that out right now. But if you guys, if you're not uncollected yet, you want to just drop that into the comment box. I'd love to know that as well. And no, AC. The other way is that you get 15,000 doubloons just for signing on, which means that you can get 2 of bundle 1, you can get 2 of bundle 2, or you can get 1 of each, just depending on whichever way you want to go. Yes, this 100% is pay to win. So that is very unfortunate. I would have very much liked to see something like they do for July 4th and for Cyber Weekend, where if you've been saving up units, you can, use those units for secondary offers, or a way to convert those, like the units you've saved, into doubloons, which I don't think you can do. You can convert doubloons into gold, but I don't think you can convert units into doubloons. No, go away. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, which is unfortunate. Let me read the mail again, just to make sure that there isn't some secondary thing. Doesn't look like it. So if you do absolutely nothing with it, and you let all your doubloons rot, the exchange rate is 1 doubloon for 1 gold, which isn't super great. It also looks like if you aren't uncollected or cavalier yet, you will be able to upgrade to higher unit or doubloon offers, provided you do that in the next 24 hours, 23 hours and change. But it is saying that just be mindful if you buy stuff before you become uncollected or cavalier, it'll still show up as being spent in game. Hey, Crazy Coins, how you doing, bud? Okay. Kurt's saying that you get different amounts of shards, so you still have the same 9 different bundles, it's just different quantities. That's strange. That you're only getting a 1 6-star shards bit. I've got 2, 4. It's strange. Dark Eye says yes. So it's similar in that regard to Cyber Weekend and July 4th. So you get the units and then you get the doubloons on top of that. So the units are still yours to keep. If you are looking to start Act 6 or finish Act 6, if you're looking to do a run in Abyss or finish Abyss, Labyrinth or finishing Labyrinth, or you don't have a 5-star Aegon and you really want one, there's the 5-star Aegon Arena starting up on Thursday. So if you're looking at doing either one of those and you're interested in dropping some money in games, these are fantastic offers, because the units are yours to keep, and then everything else on top of that is just a freebie. The 6-star shards, the 5-star Awakening, 5-star Nexus, the shards, class, catalyst, sigstones, whatever it is you want, those are just freebies on top of it. So that's really nice. Bibo, welcome to the stream. How do you get more coins? You get more of the doubloons by purchasing some of the unit packs here. So you can get 3 sets of the Allfather, you can get 3 sets of the Black Panthers, the Star-Lord loot bag, 3 sets of the briefcase, and then 5 sets of the Peter Parker wallet, for a grand total of 1.8 million doubloons if you get everything, which is a solid chunk of change. But again, by doing that, you can get bundle 9, you can get bundle 8, you can get bundle 7, and then 2 of bundle 6, which means you get basically a full tier 5 basic, full 6-star, a couple 5-star nexuses, 5-star generic awakening, some 6-star sig stones, and the like. No, it doesn't look like you can. Unless they started up an event, because I'm not sure if this is the Los Mercs for Gold bit or if that's still forthcoming. Let me hop over to the forum and see if something's been announced here this morning. But it's kind of strange because nothing is explicitly said that it's the Mercs for Gold bit. So that might still be forthcoming because they're saying it was an event. So maybe there might still be something forthcoming that you can use the units on. Knowing Kabam, I would not be surprised if there was something unit-wise coming out in the next couple of days, aside from just the Aegon Arena. So stay tuned for that. But overall, it's not bad. It's not bad. Anytime you get anything free on top of just regular unit offers, it's pretty solid. So if you usually spend money, this is absolute amazing. If you're on the fence about spending money, you got 15,000 to start, and then you have 9 different options of how you want to invest that. So you only need to get as many doubloons as you need for the pack that you want, which is really nice. But it also gives you the chance to just whale out on a bunch of stuff too. I'll need to crunch some numbers and see what winds up being the most cost effective. Because for example, 22,000 nets you 8 bundles of tier 5 basic, which is a little bit over half of a tier 5 basic crystal, and a little bit over half of a 6-star. For the same cost as this one, which is the tier 5 class, and then a third of a tier 5 basic. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of math. I'll probably do that here afterwards, because I'd imagine that'd be extremely boring for you all to watch me just punch some numbers. But it's nice. It's nice that it gives you the option and the variety of stuff to pick. So yeah, overall, I'd give, if we're doing a letter grade, I would give the sale here a solid A, purely for the fact that anything on top of just basic units is a win. All this stuff are freebies. If you're going to get the units already anyway for a future arena or endgame content or whatever, or just to save up for 4th of July, then now is definitely one of the best opportunities to get that. I'm 99% sure there's still some unannounced content coming out, so that's excellent as well. Dunas asks, is there an event for this? It is a 24-hour event for doubloons. The doubloons you can buy as part of unit packs, so you get the units and you get the doubloons, and then you can spend the doubloons however you want. If you don't spend the doubloons by the end of 24 hours, so basically this time tomorrow morning, it gets converted to gold at a ratio of 1 doubloon for 1 gold. Bought and Blood says they naturally duped my name word today, and if you can get him to Sig 110, it'd be worth it. So that's excellent. Congratulations on the name word dupe, and yeah, the more Sigs you can get on that guy, the better. He's one of the few champs that benefits the most by being at max Sig, so the more Sigs you can get on him, the better. But big congrats. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like there's any way to earn them naturally just by playing the game, which I think is extremely unfortunate. This is This is definitely a whale event, which is unfortunate. But that having been said, if you don't want to save, if you're done with Abyss or Act 6 or Labyrinth or whatever, or you aren't interested in doing those anytime soon, but you still want to get the doubloons and the freebies that come with it, an idea would be to just get, however many doubloons you want to convert to the bundles here, and then save the units, because 4th of July is less than 3 months away, 2.5 months away. And most likely, if it's like in years past, they're going to have unit offers in addition to, money offers. So that might not be a bad idea either. But again, if you were going to buy units anyway, it's definitely a good opportunity to do that. And it's pretty tempting. It's pretty tempting. If you don't want to spend money in game, that is totally fine too. All this stuff is just nice to haves. It isn't going to make or break your game. And there are going to be other opportunities in the near future to get this stuff naturally, whether it's in-game content or the unit offers for 4th of July or, other random one-offs that just pop up. So there will be other opportunities to get this stuff. So please, again, don't feel pressured to spend money if you don't want to spend money. But if you are going to spend money, go ahead. Joshua says that the selection here is way different than mine. They were saying that there are going to be different bundles based on the progression in game. So I'm uncollected. I've got all of Act 6 done. So I'm assuming that's why mine looks this way. So I think it just depends on whereabouts you are in game. There was a note in the in-game mail that's saying that if you were to get Cavalier or Uncollected within the next 24 hours, that after you restart your game, the balloon bundles are going to refresh and upgrade. So if you want to do that, if you're able to do that, you probably should do that. But then also keep in mind it's just a 24-hour event. So come 23 and a half hours from now, it's going to be gone anyway. Jaden says, for the next Black Widow monthly event, do you think it's worth it to go for featured 5-star with the chronometer? I think it's pretty decent. It really just depends on who you want to get out of the 5-star. Mojo is probably the best option. Longshot is fun and useful, and Silver Surfer still has the highest prestige in the game. You've got 3 options for retro champs between Doc Strange, Electro, and Abomination that are not available anywhere else in game. So that's pretty good. But that having been said, I think last month, or the last featured 5-star was a little bit better with Doom and Reed. So it's not bad. I think for me, I'm going to be going for the Class Awakening Stone. So I can pick out specifically which class I get. But a featured 5-star isn't a bad idea either if you're willing to gamble. Do you need to buy units to get those coins? Yes, it is specifically a whale event, unfortunately. You get 15,000 by logging in, and the 15,000 means you can either get 2 bundle 1s, you can get 2 bundle 2s, or 1 of each. It's kind of strange that there isn't... Well, no. Yeah, that would be 15,000 exactly. Mo says it's such bad value, and it depends. It depends. Again, I think the Cyber Weekend offers from a couple months ago are overall better, but this allows you a little bit more choice in terms of what you want to get. So if you want to focus on Sig Stones and Crystal Shards, whether it's 5 or 6-star, you can do that. If you want a generic 5-star stone, you can get that. If you want Catalyst, you can do that. If you want lower tiered catalysts, you can do that. It gives you more options, which I think is nice. It's not bad. I just really wish that there was a greater FTP option for it. The fact that you have to whale out to be able to do any of this is really unfortunate. Yeah, of course, you got it. Yeah, and then Joshua, like I said, I think after the stream, I'm gonna actually just crunch some numbers because even though on mine at least, bundle 9 is the largest cost for the 5-star generic and a third of the tier 5 basic, I don't think it's the best value. If you're looking for a tier 5 basic, I think just looking at it quick, we can get 30 of these actually. Actually, what is that? Let's do some math quick. See, now you've piqued my curiosity even more. So, what? Hold up, that can't be right. Interesting. Okay, so for this one, if you get all 30 of them, it's 67,500 tier 5 basic, which is basically a catalyst and a half. But how much is that? For 225,000. So basically for a third of the cost of bundle 9, you can get a full tier 5 basic, like 1.5 tier 5 basics. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to crunch some numbers. So just before you go in, if you want to pull the trigger right this split second, just be aware that you can get the generic 5-star stone plus some tier 5 basic, but it's a much better value just to get the multiples of the smaller bundle there or the smaller bundle here. You can get 8 of these ones, I think, right? Yeah. So like this one gives you like 3/4 of a tier 5 basic and 60% of a 6-star crystal. So just heads up for that. Just heads up for that. Mo says it's 100 pounds for a 5-star Nexus. No, no, I don't. But again, it just depends where you're at in game. I know the conversion rate is a little bit wonky. Just from US dollars to pounds to wherever it is or whatever your local currency is. I know the Canadians are going to get hit pretty bad by this too, just because of the currency exchange rate. But from US dollars, it's not bad, I guess. Because then you also have to keep in mind that you're getting the units too. So I think if you're going to be going into this, you need to look at it that all of this stuff here is freebies on top of the units you're already getting. It isn't like, hey, I'm getting an Odin or a Black Panther treasure, but not the units. You're getting both. So in that way, it's a pretty decent value, I'd say. Oof, Jack says opened the first 6-star and pulled Cyclops. Well, Kabam Mike says that he's absolutely amazing. So, take that with a grain of salt. But, yeah, I know that feeling. My first 5-star was Storm. So, it gets better. Look at it that way, it gets better. Uphill from there. Yeah, 200 pounds for a generic gem. Yeah. Sheermoy, yes, definitely agree. The lower offer or the lower bundles are overall better value. You get more for less doubloons. The shinier, unique things are definitely higher up in the bundles, but I don't think it's as good of a value. You get what you want, which is nice. That having been said, the value is a little bit wonky. Mm-hmm. Dude, your first 6-star was a Ghost and the second was Colossus. That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations. That is so unlikely. But yeah, you're set. Big congrats. And then congrats, Jack, on taking the Corvus up. But there we go, guys. I'm actually probably going to go crunch the numbers right now. I'm sure one of the other YouTubers is also on it. I know Brian Grant likes to do his spreadsheets, so I'm sure that's going to be out there too. I'm going to crunch the numbers as well, see what the best value is. But thanks for tuning in. This has been a quick look at the new Deadpool spring cleaning event. It's going to be active for the next 23 hours right now, and only 23 hours. So whatever the balloons you don't wind up using right now are going to, turn into to gold, just like the carriage turning back into a pumpkin at midnight, right? Overall, I think just looking at it, it's a fairly decent offer if you were looking at spending some cash already to get the units, because you get the units and then everything else on top of that is a freebie. I'm kind of lamenting the fact that there isn't a free-to-play way to approach this. But that having been said, I guess the first 2 bundles are probably the best value. So at least that's a really terrible silver lining, but I guess that is a silver lining. But that having been said, like I said, I'm going to go crunch the numbers and see what's up. There's also probably another Deadpool event forthcoming still. Platinum Pool has unofficially been confirmed, and they haven't announced yet how you're going to be able to get him. As well as, unless I completely missed it, the Los Mercs for Gold event, which they've done a lot of Deadpool things, but nothing specifically has been called that yet. So there might be that coming out still too, so stay tuned. But anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If I could get any of you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, it's a new channel, and my big goal is to get into the content creator program. It'd be really cool to get a first look at some champs and put out some videos as to what they do and the synergies that they do, without really, going into the weeds with the nitty gritty, long descriptions of what everything is. So if I could get you to subscribe, that'd be very much appreciated, because each and every bit helps immensely, and I very much appreciate it. I got videos coming out all the time with gameplay stuff, crystal openings, this, that, and the other. We got a couple of things scheduled for in the next week, so keep an eye open for that. And until next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. Be well, everyone. Bye for now.